Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm very excited to be back. Okay, it's been a minute. It's been a break of 2 months, if 3 months, if I'm not mistaken. But guys, trust me, when life throws you lemons, you gotta prioritize. Anyways, there's not so much reasons that actually I've been away, but your girl took some life decisions, not so good ones, but as well not so bad ones. Anyways, I decided to go back to school, so I quit work. I gave myself a break. Both I wanted to take a intellectual break and also take a mental break. So I decided to stop working, to go back to school, to get some lectures or to adjust my knowledge about certain things. And also, yeah, I really wanted a break. I really needed a break. So I'm back probably, but anyways, I decided that this week I'm gonna upload a video for you guys, and also this is a welcome back video for you. I just didn't want to pop a video up, so this is just a welcome back video for you. But I'm gonna talk about some of the lessons that I learned in my 20s. And why am I gonna do this video? Because last month I was celebrating my birthday, and it's so exciting that I'm approaching my 30s. And yeah, it's a love-hate relationship, to be honest. But anyways, I'm going to talk about some of the lessons that I have enjoyed I've learned in my 20s. And before we jump into it, guys, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, and also click the notification bell button down below to be the first person to be notified when I upload new videos. And without further ado, shall we jump into this video? Okay, mental health is important. To be honest, this energy you see here, I like this. I want this channel to be an elevation channel, and it takes time, it takes hard work, and as much as I have to do that, I can't do that if my mental state is really down. So I always have to really work on my mental state before I come onto here, because what I give you right now, the energy that you see, it doesn't come if I am down. So right now the person you see in front of you right now is at 100, and this is what I love. And sometimes, of course, you don't have to be at 100 sometimes when you show up, but this here has taken some time to work on. So I'm very excited. So let's just jump into this video. Some of the lessons that I've learned in some of the things that I've learned in my 20s is self-care, and self-care is important. What comes to mind when they talk about self-care? This is something that has taken, actually, when I see videos on YouTube, self-care, self-love, whatever, this is what pops in. This word used to pop up in my mind, and this was like, get up, take a shower, eat well, dress well, take awesome pictures, and look good. But self-care is beyond that. If you learn self-care, you're gonna thank me later. And that I've mentioned is just the basics, but I'm gonna break it down to how I understand self-care and how you can implement it into your life. And this is one lesson in my 20s. I told you I'm gonna bring you the series of 20s, and let's start here. Okay, so we start with the physical self-care. I've always been the kind of person who moves myself, who is into activities and whatnot, boxing, football, whatnot, and it's a discipline that I've had since I was little, but also I've implemented it in my life because of like healthy issues. But it's a good method whether you're healthy or not. Try to move your body, try to do some little bit of exercises, move around, run, go to the gym, try to get those 10,000 steps in. 10,000 steps are recommended every single day. For the first 2 weeks, I haven't been doing the 10,000 steps because I had my knee, but now from today I'm gonna try to do my 10,000s again. And yeah, if you can exceed 10,000 steps, that will be awesome. But anyway, physical self-care is more of moving yourself, making yourself active every single day. Another type of self-care is the emotional self-care. The emotional self-care is a little bit difficult. It's actually understanding your inner self, trying to find the contact of you, your heart and your brain, trying to control your emotions. This is something that I'm really working on, but it's something that nobody has ever taught me. I've learned along the way that when things happen in life, you have to actually have your emotions intact. so you avoid either conflicts or getting your temper out and all of that, getting your temper in control or your emotions in control. This is something that is hard for so many of us to handle, but it takes time. And if it's something that you've never thought of, try. You can learn through meditation. You can also listen to some audiobooks about your temperament. You can also learn from your environment. I have someone in my life right now who's really calm. I wish to myself, like, if I was calm as this person, I would have achieved a lot in my life. I would have fixed so many relationships. But because of my emotions, sometimes I end up losing friends. I end up losing a lot of people that I should have kept if my emotions didn't get into my way. But that's something that I'm learning to do. And how do you fix relationships after messing them up? Your emotions, or I think ego also plays a part. But anyways, you can do this through meditation, through forgiveness, through giving second chances, and all of that. And another type of self-care is the spiritual self-care. This is so easy, and I know there's some people who don't believe in God, but there is always that higher power that someone believes in, and that's your spiritual power, and that's your spiritual dedication. Try to practice gratitude. Try to pray to your higher powers. Try to find that contact with the person that you believe in, whether it's God or Allah or whatever. And if you're not that person who's very religious or spiritual, try to find and be grateful and practice gratitude and be thankful and all of that. There's some times where I'm really out of control in my life, and just sending that prayer to the higher power, I feel much better. And I know for some of you who don't believe in God, it sounds ridiculous, but trust me, it does work. I'm not so religious as to say, so I'm not gonna preach, but always finding the person that you believe in, the person who you think has control, could be a backup. It could be I don't know how to push this out, but anyways, spiritual self-care, the intellectual self-care, and this is so important in now. I mean, like, this has been part of generations and generations. Learning is part of us. Learning never ends. And as I said from the beginning of this YouTube video, I said I quit work so I can go to school. I went to adjust my knowledge, and sometimes you do certain things, or you force yourself to learn certain things. In the moment, it doesn't make sense, but in the future, it does. Everything you learn, everything you read makes sense sometime in your life. Adjust to reading books, listening to audiobooks, listening to good podcasts that build your mentality and all of that. I've apart from going back to school, I decided to practice reading. It's a little bit hard. I don't know what happened. When I was young, I used to read a lot of books. I used to enjoy reading books, but now I just go into a bookstore, buy a book, and then I don't read it. But anyways, maybe because I have a lot of school books that I'm reading, I don't know if it plays a role, and I don't know how to balance that very well, school books and just books. But anyways, whatever you read, as long as it adjusts onto your knowledge, is really awesome. That is also a type of self-care. Like when you sit into a circle and certain topics come up and you can contribute to that conversation, it makes a difference, so that you don't feel dumb, so you feel confident and whatnot. That is a lesson that I've learned. And also, if you're at work, for example, and they mention a topic that you can't contribute to, make sure, or you don't have to, but make sure you actually Google that topic, try to learn a little bit, so that next time if that topic comes up, you have a clue of what someone is speaking of. It could be football, it could be rugby, it could be investments, it could be anything that your workmates have mentioned, or someone mentioned in a conversation. Just stay active, just stay awake to certain topics. I think I've said too much on that. Moving on, we have the social self-care, and that's the most one that I enjoy a lot. I enjoy my social self-care because I'm an extrovert. I'm so extrovert, and I've learned to actually combine the extrovert in me and also having alone time. And yeah, as much as I'm an extrovert, I also love to back up and be in my own space. So I try to fix time for hanging out with friends, and yeah, going for coffee, meeting new people. And when we say that hang out with people, don't be in your comfort zone. To be honest, it's really good if you can go out there and find a stranger and have coffee with them. To be honest, I've done this so many times, and as long as you're in a public place, I don't think it does any harm if you really go out and hang out with somebody that you don't know, because you never know what you can learn from those people or that person. Every day is a learning day or a learning journey, and every day it should be a thing to meet new people, to meet new faces, and to step out of our comfort zones. And yeah, social self-care is very important. And also, like the country that I live in, for example, Sweden, we're so indoors so many times that you get into so many, I will speak for myself, I get myself into depression states, and I don't like to do that. So I keep myself very active out in the gym. Right now, for example, I am out in the gym all the time. Now the whole gym knows who I am. They know that I film my training videos. They're actually saying hi. I know them. I'm growing that confident in that area. So it's really good to balance your social life, and also, yeah, it's part of it's part of self-care. Lastly is the practical. The last part is the practical self-care. Yeah, practical. What do I mean? Anyways, there is a period where I used to work from home, and I would wake up, I would stay in my pajamas, I would brush my teeth probably if I have a meeting or something, or just to feel fresh, but then I would stay in my pajamas the whole day until I finish working, and then I would take a shower and I would just change into the pajamas, and I would just repeat the same day. Staying practical is like, for example, if you are going to work from home, wake up in the morning and get yourself ready as if you're going to the office or you're going to work. It helps a lot. Even if you don't want to put on makeup, put on a lip gloss, dress up well, and sit on your desktop, on your working area. And also keeping neat. In case you're working from home, keep your place neat. I have a friend in my life that is teaching me how to be very neat, very clean. I'm not that clean and I'm not that neat, but to be honest, I've learned to organize my working space. I've learned to organize certain things in my life because of this friend of mine, and it has helped me so much in the ways that if I need something, instead of looking for something in 20 minutes, I can find it in 1 second or less than a minute. And it helps a lot in your mental health. Instead of stressing like, where did I put this? You can find it in a few seconds. And also just keeping a clean environment, especially like, for example, for those who work from home, you don't want to wake up in the morning and start cleaning and start thinking like, okay, I have a messy environment. Clean it the night before, so when you wake up you have a new day. Anyway guys, that's pretty much it that I wanted to share this day, and also to welcome you back on my channel again. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, guys, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, and also click the notification bell button down below to be the first person to be notified when I upload new videos. I'm very happy to be back. I hope to be active at least the next 3 months. We have one course left for this semester, and I hope after that course I'll be more active, but I promise this week I'm gonna upload a video for you, and I'm very excited. Okay, so without further ado guys, let's see each other in the next one. Bye. Mwah.